Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the next generation of Magneticos from Under Armour, so let's get right into it. If you're new to Under Armour, the US company has been around since 1996 but got into football more than 15 years ago. They started by becoming the technical partner of a few clubs, but it wasn't until about 10 years ago that they got into football boots. They currently have a control boot, the Magnetico, and a speed boot, the Shadow Elite. This is the 5th generation of Magnetico, which retails for $250 and released this past summer. Now you can clearly see that they have completely reconstructed this upper, although it's technically their UA clone upper still. The last one, as you may recall, was way too bulky. This is a completely fresh take and has a lot less volume. These feel like there's a lot less layers to this compared to its predecessor. The upper still offers a flexible internal layer that wraps your feet very nicely, and you'll notice that there's a textured coating, but it's a little tough to tell with this QR code-like paint job. The coating does provide a good amount of grip as well. Lastly, there's no tongue, but instead offer a knit tongue and collar. They improved this as well, but the collar's still a bit floppy and don't really hug your feet. Moving on to the sole plate, there's nothing new here. It's a very flexible plate with conical studs. You get a decent amount of traction and the studs enable you to turn with ease. I don't really have an issue with these, but it does feel like they're trying to give us an FG/AG plate, which I'm not a fan of. They are a control boot after all, so you shouldn't expect an aggressive plate by any means, but it would have been nice to see a little more snap in these or some sort of update. Just a quick note before we continue. If you're a fan of the channel and want to stay up to date with the latest releases, please be sure to subscribe. This really helps the channel and allows me to do more videos for you. Now let's get back to the review. In terms of fit, they feel a little stiff out of the box, but already feel miles better than the Magnetico 4. Everything from the shape to the volume they tweaked makes a huge difference here. The Magnetico 4 did offer a snug fit, but they just felt so clunky, while these offer a slightly better fit and feel more responsive with everything that's been updated. Judging by the initial fit and feel, I would say these will probably take about 6 to 8 sessions to break in. If you're looking at trying out a pair for yourself, I would recommend staying true to size. I normally wear a size 8 US, and the ones on my feet now are a size 8 US. Now let's review the biggest win and loss of these boots. The biggest win is that Under Armour clearly went back to the drawing board and took this apart to make it better. Besides the sole plate, this is a completely new take on this silo. There is still stuff to be desired here, but this is one of the best improvements I've seen from a brand when comparing it to a previous generation. The biggest loss is that I think this boot is still overpriced. At $250, although there are huge improvements, I would have expected a new sole plate too, one that's a bit more aggressive. I like what they've done with the Shadow Elite, not just from a performance perspective, but also from a pricing perspective. Those are $220, while its competitors are about $250 on average. It would be great to see Under Armour do the same with these. That's the Under Armour Magnetico 5 Elite for you. I'll leave a few links in the description in case you're interested in buying these. If you have any questions or opinions about these, leave them down below and I'll answer them as they come. See you on the next one.